Hi, namaste, welcome. My name is Ebba and I'm 25 weeks pregnant today. But no matter if you're pregnant or not, this video is really to all the women out there, because for a long time we have been kept in the shadow of this beautiful knowledge about our pelvic area and our pelvic floor. And with this video I hope to enlighten you, bring some light into this shadow part going down here. And if you haven't been pregnant before, maybe you never ever done a Kegel before, and it's a shame because it really cultivates our power. In yoga we call it all these superpowers called siddhis. In Kundalini yoga they believe that they are in the base of the spine, and through these exercises we're working really with that earth sexual energy, and it can give us a lot of benefits in our life, for us to feel more confident, to feel more secure, to go and dare to be the ones we are meant to be, and to as well emphasize our joy, our creativity, our sexuality, our reproduction, and for us to feel completely alive. So yeah, I can talk about this a lot but let's get started. Let's get into this area. So if you're pregnant, have a little bit of a bolster or a pillow in front of you so you're comfortable here. If you're pregnant, spread your knees, and we're gonna come into a simple child's pose. You can rest your forehead onto that pillow so you're just really comfortable. If your bump is super big, you can do like this. I will come up from it so you can hear what I'm saying. So you start with taking a few clearing, cleansing breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Just empty yourself. So gonna go through 3 different bandhas we have in this area. So starting with the anus. This area around the anus is called in yoga Ashwani Bandha. Then moving on from there is the perineum and the vaginal opening area called Mula Bandha. Then from there we have around the clitoris and the front of the pubic bone, Vairoli Bandha. So I'm gonna guide you into bringing the awareness into the different parts. So starting with our anus. On an inhale, feel that you're opening, spreading the anus. On an exhale, feeling the anus contracting. And try to not use the glutes here or the muscles around. Just try to isolate only the anus. And do this about 3 breaths. Just to get in touch with this muscle. Nice. Now let's shift our awareness into the middle part, into the Mula Bandha. So the perineum around the vagina. On an inhale, imagine expansion. Let go completely. On an exhale, contract. A few breaths here. And I want to emphasize how important it is to, on the inhale, fully relax. We don't want an over tense pelvic floor. It can give you a problem when you're urinating or when you're going to the toilet, basically. And it can also give you pain during sex, and it can give you backache and pelvis pain. So inhale, fully relax. Exhale. exhale, contracting. Right. Now let's go to the third one, around the clitoris by rolling mudra bandha, sorry. So inhale, expand, exhale, contract. It's sort of nice, sometimes you can almost get a bit of like a pleasure feeling here. Again, we're working with the sexual energy here. And one of my teachers during my teacher training in India, he said when a woman have an orgasm, it's sort of that Kundalini, that Adi Shakti energy resting in the base of the spine, like lifting. Imagine, like, you know, it's often pictured as a snake. The Kundalini energy, it's like the snake lifting its head when you have that little earth, the big earth, like shivering orgasm. It's just lifting that little head. So imagine what kind of potential we have here. A few more. Inhale, exhale. Nice. Now we're gonna do it like a stoplight. So if you imagine the clitoris green, middle yellow, back red. So on an inhale, let go of the whole pelvis. Expansion. Exhale, front, middle, back. Inhale. Exhale, back, middle, front. So continue on your own, a few more breaths. I like to imagine it like a stoplight, because then you can really get into the different areas. And if you don't feel how you can isolate these ones, just keep practicing, it will come. A few more. And the last one. Nice. Now slowly roll up. And we're gonna do it in a different way. This time we're really gonna spread a butt. So if you have access in the summer to like a private place, you can do this, letting the sunshine shine where it's never shined before. Has a lot of health benefits. It's not the thing I'm just making up. So knees just underneath the hips, elbows a little bit forward. You can bring your palms together, it can be nice. Stick your head so it can rest towards the floor, and open the shoulders, sink your heart, and spread the butt. And as you're settling into the pose, now we're going to bring in a visualization of a lotus flower here. So imagine your whole pelvic floor as a beautiful lotus flower. On the inhale, spreading all the rose petals. And on the exhale, contracting them in, maybe even up. Inhale, completely spreading. If you are in the sunlight, you can really absorb that sunlight into the Muladhara. It's a really beautiful practice. And this can really help to clear and cleanse away things and blockages you have in your first chakra as well. Things around security, fear, control. Yeah, just fill yourself up with sunshine. Nice. One more breath here. Nice. Now, let that go and come into seated posture. Again, take hold of your bum and really spread your cheeks so you're getting onto the sitting bones. And feel that you're sitting on earth. Face the palms down, really ground for a few breaths here. Nice. We're gonna bring some more light into the connection with the diaphragm and the pelvic floor now. So they are connected, and by doing these breathing exercises with the pelvic floor during pranayama or your normal meditation practice, you can really cultivate this energy in your body. So bring one hand to the outside and like the lower ribs, one hand to, in my case, the baby, or just to your lower abdomen. On an inhale, just feel where the breath goes without trying to breathe in a certain way here. Just feel. Close your eyes. And I like to do this exercise with a sort of Pilates breath. So the next inhale, feel that you're breathing in to your hands, starting with the rib cage expanding, feeling the diaphragm expanding and pushing the pelvic floor down towards the ground. Exhale through a small mouth, like you're blowing out through a straw. And as you do so, gently engaging the whole pelvic floor musculature. So if you have a birthing ball or a Pilates ball at home, it can be really nice to do it onto the ball as well. Close your eyes, we're just gonna do this for a few more breaths. And be sure to stay relaxed in the shoulders here, so we're really sending the breath down, expanding the diaphragm. So the diaphragm will expand in a downward moment, pushing the pelvic floor down on an inhale, on an exhale, contracting pelvic floor in and up, diaphragm rising. And you're feeling that core contraction, transverse abdominals, the sort of corset muscles. Nice. I really feel now that you start to really emphasize these muscles. It's a little bit like weightlifting here. Really take it to the end when you think you can't do any more. Lift a little bit more and longer. If you have yoni eggs and you're not pregnant, you can practice with yoni eggs. These exercises. And I'd like you to imagine that this breath, as you blow out, creates like a golden thread. So when you empty yourself of the breath, you empty yourself from anything that do no longer serve you. and watch it like a golden thread coming out through your mouth. And nice. One more. And slowly release. Now let's just take it a little bit more into loosening up and cultivating that shakti energy. So inhale, chest come forward. Exhale, making a circle with the upper body. So stay grounded through the pelvis. Close your eyes and just enjoy the sensation of swirling here. So inhale forward, exhaling back. Nice, then change direction, opposite way. So during childbirth, it's really good to have practiced these things. But of course, on the exhale where we normally contract, it is as well a relaxation because the body will do the contraction naturally. So you're trying to match the exhale with the contraction to help you in labor. And slowly come back to center. Inhale and exhale. Let go out of the mouth. Just relax the whole pelvic floor now. Sitting on earth for a moment. Beautiful. Now let's come on to all fours. Stack your hands underneath the shoulders, knees just underneath the hips. And we're gonna make some circles. So inhale, just forward. Exhale, sitting back towards the right. Shift the hips over, so making a big circle here. Inhale forward, exhale back. So just move in a way that feels really good. And then release to the opposite way. Keep the breath fluid like water. And slowly come back. Now we're gonna do something called like the Shakira move. So imagine like you would stir something with your sitting bones. Start to make a circle with your navel, I guess you can say. And don't worry if you can't get it, just try your best. Get any kinks out from the pelvis, from your hips. And then reverse. And then let's take a few cat and cow. Inhale, really spreading the cheeks open. Exhale, contracting, lifting the pelvic floor. A few times. Beautiful. And the next exhale, walk your hands all the way back and come into a squat position. If you have problem to sit, you perhaps can have like a little bolster or a block to sit on. Bring your hands together. I like it without, but my hips are open. And again, here on the inhale, feeling you're spreading the pelvic floor. Exhale for a small mouth, contracting the pelvic floor. Let's do it a few mindful breaths here. Inhale, letting go, completely relax. Exhale, contracting. I like to feel that I'm like sucking up earth energy here into my womb. Really womb-fest any magic. Inhale, making space. Exhale, contracting. Nice. And slowly release. Let's spread our legs wide apart. And again, you can walk that little extra away. And just take a few earthy breaths. I like to visualize here the color of red on an inhale, expanding on an exhale, the color of red, ripples like relaxations, waves throughout the legs, through the pelvis. Imagine you're growing roots into the earth here. Maybe you like to have one hand on the belly, one hand to the heart, and finding deep diaphragmatic breaths here. Now let's not contract so much the pelvic floor, but use like a suggestion, energetic. Beautiful. Slowly bring the feet together. Take hold of the toes. Inhale forward. Exhale back. A few times. And really focus that awareness in the tip of the spine here. And feeling on the exhale, you're engaging energetically the pelvic floor. And of course, if you like, you can pace up. You can do this movement really quite fast, sort of more Kundalini inspired. Up to you. Nice. And now let's take our hands to the knees and just wave a little bit from side to side. Just loosen up everything. Inhale, center, bring your heart forward. Exhale, twist over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, over to the left. And then tip over to your right hand side and press the left leg away as you're gazing over the left shoulder. Inhale, back to center. And tip over to your left sit bone, press the right knee away. Gaze over your right shoulder. And slowly release, bring the feet a little bit more front. Have a bolster, a pillow. And let's just end the practice here. I like to take this mudra, so 3 first, last fingers interlaced, index finger and thumbs together. This mudra help exclamation works with the downward energy in the body. So now I just feel that everything is relaxed and really, really earthing down here. Connecting with all of our mother, the divine feminine, the earth mother. Feel like you can totally let go. And dare to take that exhale as far as you can. If anything feels tight, if you're holding back, let it go out of your mouth. Sometimes we have a lot of things here from just being a woman in this world. Lots of shaming around our sexuality in this area from when we are little girls. From our partners, from sexual abuse. So anything that you hold in your body, let it go. Slowly, slowly, slowly now roll up the vertebra. Come back into seated posture. Thank you so much for joining me in this empowering practice. I hope it shines some light into this gray zone. And please subscribe for more videos around women's health and pregnancy. Yeah, thank you so much. Namaste.